Hi everyone. This video presents HR planning. The subject name is Principles of Management. The process of identifying the number of people required by an organization in terms of quantity and quality. All human resource management activities start with human resource planning. So we can say that human resource planning is the principal activity of human resource management. Through human resource process, the management ensures the right person who are capable of completing tasks that help the organization to reach its objectives. Human resource planning involves the forecasting of human resource needs and the projected matching of individuals with expected vacancies. According to E.W. Wheater author, HR planning is the process by which a management determines how an organization should make from its current manpower positions to its desired manpower positions. Okay, through planning, management strives to have the right number and right kind of people at the right place, right position at the right time to do things, which result in both the organization and the individuals receiving maximum long run benefit. This is the definitions for Viter author. The human resource planning is a process which determines how an organization should move from its current manpower to its desired manpower resources positions. Next, to see about the features of human resource planning. Characteristics of effective human resource planning are as following. First one is access the future requirement of manpower. Okay, in the particular organization, it helps in identifying the size and composition of resources for future purpose. Okay. Next one is it is a continuous process. HR planning prepared today may not be applicable for future due to ever changing environment, and hence it needs to be revised and updated continuously. So continuous process due to changing their environment. Okay, so next one is focuses on optimum utilization of resources in the organization. Next one is determining the demand and supply of human resources in the organization. Human resource planning determines the right number and right kind of people at right time and right place who are capable of performing the required jobs. Okay, so it is an integral part of overall corporate plan of the uh, organization. So these are all the features of human resource planning. Next one is uh, need of human resource planning or importance of HR planning or significance of HR planning. The need for human resource planning in organizations is realized for the following reasons. What are the following reasons? Large number of employees got retire, die, leave organizations and need to be replaced. Okay. Next one is technological changes and globalization leads to change in production methods. HR planning is also essential in the case of marked rise in workforce turnover, which is unavoidable and even beneficial. Okay, voluntary quits, discharges, marriages, promotions, and seasonal functions in business are the examples of factors leading to workforce turnover in organizations. Okay, to meet the need of expansions and diversifications of programs of a organization. Okay, so HR planning is also needed in, in order to meet the needs of expansions and diversifications. Okay, so next HR planning is required to avoid duplications. Duplications is very worst behavior. So HR planning is required to avoid duplications or of efforts and conflict among efforts, and to improve coordinations of workers' efforts. Coordinations is very important in working environment. So to improve coordinations of worker efforts. Okay, so HR planning is required to develop framework to access employees for providing promotions, increases in yeah, um, working hours and other requirements, okay, and other fringe benefits. Okay, so these are all the need for HR planning. Okay, so next one is human resource planning process. mm, HR planning process assesses the manpower requirement required to perform organizational activities for future period of time. HR planning is a continuous process which starts with the identifications of HR objectives. Okay. Hmm. Some major steps involved in human resource planning. Resource planning process is categorized into four steps. One is the assessing the current HR capacity. Next one is forecasting HR requirements. Third one is gap analysis. Final one is developing HR strategies to support organizational strategies. Okay, so this is the HR planning process. First, see about accessing the current HR capacity. According to the organization's strategic plan, the current HR capacity of the organization is first assessed. Okay, the knowledge, skills, and abilities of current staff need to be identified. Okay, it is done by developing skills inventory for each employee, each workers. Okay, based on the above list, an employee's performance assessment from can be analyzed to determine if the person is ready and willing to take challengeable tasks at the employee's current development plan. So, assessing the current human resource capacity is very important source for HR planning. Okay, so next one is forecasting HR requirements. HR requirements is the very important steps. This is the second step in HR planning is to forecast HR requirements for the future assessments. Okay, it needs based on the strategic goals of the organization. Okay, the some questions uh, are should be answered. Sorry, some the following questions will be answered for estimating demand. What are the following questions? One is the uh, how many staff will be needed to achieve the strategic goals of the organization. Next one is what job will need to be filled. What skill step will people need? Okay, so while forecasting requirements for a human resource, the challenges are also assessed for the staff requirement based on the external environment. Okay, future needs based on the strategic goals of the organization. It involves demand and supply. Okay, so next HR planning process is gap analysis. Okay, the third step is to determine the gap between where the organization desires to be in the future and where it is now. Okay, so the gap analysis includes in identifying the number of staff and the skills and abilities required for the future. Okay, so next third final HR planning process is developing human resource strategies to support organization strategies. The last step is to develop strategies to support the organization's needs in future. So the various strategies includes uh, training and development strategies, collaboration strategies, outsourcing strategies, requirement strategies, mm, uh, restructuring strategies, training and development strategies. So these are all the developing human resource strategies to support organizational strategies. Okay, so these are all the HR planning process. Okay, assessing the current HR capacity, forecasting HR requirements, gap analysis, developing HR strategies to support organization, strategies. Thank you.